The mic was muted. What's up, everybody? It is I, or tis I should say, Stacey Pryce of Waist Off Podcast. Today is already June 23rd. It is another Wednesday, so welcome to Waist Off Wednesday. I appreciate you guys for being here. We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, so I appreciate you guys for joining. Apparently, I started my Podbean late, so I can't even join it. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. What an interesting week it has been. I've been going through a lot of changes. Hope you guys are well. I've actually just been doing some research and reading a lot. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I started reading the Bible, just absorbing some information from that. And just please check out my blog. I gotta get the link tree in here, Jesus. Yeah, I gotta get the link tree so you guys can see this blog. So what I wrote today is pretty much talking about the different stories that I'm noticing and just the mindset in the Bible. It's a reoccurring message of believing and having faith. Like, isn't it interesting how we as a people have gone from making, say, like physical sacrifices or focusing on an outward energy, and now, as you notice through time with humanity, we're looking more inward. I don't know if you guys see that. Let me know if you do or if you agree. I just feel like with the Bible, I mean, I don't know if it's the Old Testament, New Testament, I don't even know how that goes, but it just seems that in the Bible, like the whole lesson is about looking inward and just having that belief and just not focusing on the not have, focusing on the have and what you do have and what you are doing and just being in that present state. And if you think about it, it's not just the Bible, it's other religions as well. You know, it's always this journey of looking inward that is very, very important. So I appreciate it. I 100% appreciate it. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about purpose. I mean, Pryce on purpose. What are you going to do? Anyway, so I wanted to talk a little bit about purpose because I was reading this article. All right, remind me at 5 o'clock, I got to start this stream. That's your responsibility, everybody that's in the chat. Let me see. Yeah, I was looking at different people in society, some names that we've heard of before. Let's see. I pulled up 2 articles, and now I can't find it. These things happen. But I'll pull up whatever I have right now. But I didn't know that Taraji P. Henson, so some of you may know her from being on the show Empire. She played Cookie, and she didn't get her big break, so to speak, until her 30s. You know, some people, oh, I need water. Make sure you guys are hydrating out there. Let me tell you, you got to hydrate. I think in the summer, I know I'm segueing, but in the summertime, we always forget to hydrate. We don't hydrate in the winter until our heels crack. And we're like, why is that happening? I need water. Get your fruits and vegetables, guys. But yeah, a lot of people started off later in life. For example, you know what I didn't know? J.K. Rowling, that wrote the Harry Potter series, okay? She actually was going through a divorce, lost her job, and literally had $0. And she had an old typewriter, and she started to type on it, and she started to create that story for Harry Potter. Think about that. It just seems like in the moments where we think that there's nothing else left, that we connect to this other sense of self, and we start to think on our toes, so to speak, and we start to be like, okay, like, you ain't got nothing else. You got to do this now. Look at Tyler Perry. You know what I mean? Tyler Perry was homeless, and he started his own studio. Look where he's at now, you know, as well as who else comes to mind? Share if you guys have anybody that you want to highlight, let me know in the chat, because what I'm trying to explain today is that it's never too late to make that shift, to make that change, to adapt, to evolve. There's never like, some people be like, oh, I don't have time, I can't. And that's actually what's stopping you. I want to shout out Michael Bryan. He is a fellow podcaster and author, and he actually has a new book coming out soon. But we were actually doing a Clubhouse chat about the law of attraction. And we had some great people in the chat, like Maria Daniels and many others. And we were talking about that energy, meaning to speak from a sense of not necessarily positivity, but being optimistic and going with the flow of the river of purpose, so to speak. And knowing that, yeah, things can change. You know, you could be like, okay, we're going to do this and it doesn't work. And we could do that and it doesn't work. But then it may be that third time that it's like, here it is. You know what I mean? While I'm here, please click like and click share on this video. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help the algorithm work for me and work for us so we can get this message out to more people. Because like I said, knowledge is not knowledge until you share it with somebody and they use it and it creates results. So I would appreciate it if you guys share this video. But yeah, we were talking about the law of attraction and how important it is to, yes, be optimistic, but also you have to take action, and not just any action. You know what I mean? Because as I now know and learn through experience, you can take action all day long, but what type of action are you taking to get to your goal? Because some of us will be like, oh, you know, I'm trying to start this business and I did this and I did that and nobody bought anything and I sold all these things and nothing happened, so I'm quitting. But how did you do it? How did you do it? You know what I mean? Why are you doing it? If you're doing it just for the money, you might as well just forget about it. Money could be a part of it, but you have to have a why that is sustainable. And also something that you need is not only just the action, like I said, but you got to take the action in the right direction, the right steps with the right information. Okay. So I was actually just reading here. So Viola Davis, you guys know her from How to Get Away with Murder. Oh, let me start my Podbean here. One moment. I appreciate your patience. Y'all so kind. Why is this not letting me? Interessante. Go live. Go live. There it is. It's happening. Kaboom pow. We're live on Podbean. Remember that chorus? It cracks me up. Anyway, but yeah, Viola Davis, for example. Guys, thanks actually for joining on Podbean as well. Of course, I am Stacey Pryce. This is another Waste Off Wednesday. We're starting to discuss purpose and how it's never too late to start. Just like Maria Daniels' awesome quote, start where your feet are planted, okay? You know, in order for a seed to grow, it has to be planted. There you go. That's the lesson for today. You need water. You need sunlight, okay? You need good nutrients in that dirt, and it needs to be consistent, all right? You can't start and stop and start and stop unless you're, you know, you need those steps, but keep going, move forward, and then back a little bit, but then forward again. But yeah, Viola Davis, for example, I will just read what I have here. This is from creativesmartgirl.com, so thank you for writing this article. It said, although Davis was already a very accomplished actress before she landed her lead role in How to Get Away with Murder, but it was that gig that also helped her win an Emmy Award at the age of 49. Davis is now the first African-American to receive the award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama and is paving the way for future Black actresses. Did you know also with, let me see, what's her name? Felicia Rashad. Some of you older heads know about Felicia Rashad. She was on the Cosby Show, and she didn't start that role until the age of 36. I'm 36 now, I think. Yeah, I'm 36. Yeah, think about it. You know, some people be like, oh man, it's like overnight. It's not overnight. There's no such thing as an overnight success. A lot of people have been working towards their thing, whatever their thing is, for many years before we even get to see it, right? It's kind of like your idea or thing or purpose is a baby, right? How long does it take to get a baby? Let's not talk about the process. I know my mom's over there like, anyway, so a baby is 9 months for humans. Let's just stick with the humans. I know some people are like, oh, an elephant, hold the baby. We ain't talking about elephants. We're talking about humans, right? 9 months. 9 months. Is that 9? Oh, okay. Sorry, it's like reverse. So there we go. Yeah, so 9 months. You know what I mean? It takes time. But remember, like some people be like, oh, you gotta take these prenatal pills. You gotta get some water. You gotta do this. There are different steps that you gotta take to get into that. You know what I mean? Like it's not just gonna happen. I mean, the process itself happens, but in order for it to be like the 9 months or whatever, you need to like, all right, maybe this is not the best example. But what I'm trying to say, it takes time, okay? It takes time. Be patient with the process. Be patient with the process. Like I know for me, for example, like for me to even get to this point, like I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So for those of you that may know me, may not know me, I used to not speak at all. Like I used to just kind of stand there and observe. I was one of those. I would just observe. I remember when I got my first job, it was really hard for me to interact with other people. And it's through constant repetition and getting out of my own way in a sense, because what I was doing is I was in my head a lot and it would create a sense of anxiety. And I would always be in this state of concern and worry and what if and fear. And what that actually did was cause me to not be in the present moment. And once I started to teach myself ways to adapt, which is saying how I feel, or, you know, just living life a little more outwardly. And when I say that is, for example, for those of you that don't know, I taught myself how to skateboard maybe 6 years ago. I'm 36 now. Yeah, so I taught myself how to skateboard. I was watching Casey Neistat, so shout out to Casey Neistat. And I was watching his YouTube channel and I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to skateboard. I used to love watching X Games, all those skateboard shows and stuff like that. And I always wanted to skateboard. I even had a BMX bike. I love that, like those X Games type sports. And I taught myself how to skateboard from YouTube videos, you know? And was I scared? Absolutely, you know? But I knew what I wanted the outcome to be. And I think what it is if you want it bad enough and if it has that meaning for you, you can do it. And it's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort, but it's about the time that you put towards it and what it means to you, whether you'll get that result or not. So it's very important to stick with it. And it's never too late. Think about it. I used to be so embarrassed, like watching these little kids. You know, you'll see like a 6-year-old with like the elbow and knee pads and a helmet, and then their parents got them that little plastic ramp. And these kids are hitting those ramps and everything. Even over here in Huntington, I'll see these little kids on the ramps like, skew, skew. And I'm like, I am 30 years old and I am terrified. And this kid just took the leap. I'm like, are you kidding me? But that's the thing. That's the thing. We got to stop comparing ourselves to each other. Because when you start comparing yourself to someone else, you know what that can do? Like, sometimes it can help. Sometimes, depending on how you're doing the comparison, you could do it like, you know what? I want to start to work out like so-and-so. I want to start to be more active. That's different. But if you start to compare yourself in a sense where it's like, oh, you know, Joe has more money than me or something like that, or so-and-so does this better than me, I got to be better than so-and-so. That could be healthy depending on who you are, but sometimes it can't. Sometimes it could actually hurt you. That's the link tree for the blog or All Things Waist Off podcast and Pryce on Purpose. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, you got to find a healthy balance. You know what I mean? And the thing is, sometimes, like I've been learning, you got to find out whatever the purpose means to you. What does that look like for you? Because if you're looking to achieve what this guy or this lady did, that may not be for you. That's for them. You know, I was looking at, what is his name? Oh man, I'm forgetting his name. He's a very well-known skater. Skater. Let's see. The article pops up. Okay. Najaya Houston, right? Let me show you this guy. This guy's like wicked on the skateboard. All right, let me not show you the picture. If you look at the picture in GQ magazine, he's literally got no clothes on, tattoos on his butt cheeks. You want me to show it to you? I'm not gonna show it to you. Anyway, so the Jaya Houston, I think it's pronounced Houston. Let me put up. I want to show you this guy. This guy is like a really wicked skater. All right, but he, for example, is somebody I used to watch, and I'm like, oh my god, like this guy is so wicked, and I'm trying to like do what this guy. That's not what skating is for me. You know what I mean? Who, me? Auntie? If so, thank you. But yeah, like, why is this not coming up? I want to show some videos, guys. Let's see if it comes up so I can show it to you. But yeah, like you have to find out what your purpose looks like for you. You know? Look at Oprah Winfrey did not start the Oprah, blah, blah, blah. I can't speak today. What's going on? She didn't start the show until her late 30s, I believe. And then she didn't start her network until later on. Okay. So I'm trying to do two things at once. This is why I need to get somebody like Joe Rogan has. And have somebody just type in stuff for me. Hold on, we gotta get past these ads. Thanks, YouTube. All these ads. Yeah, I want to show you guys this. Come on now. This guy is a wicked skater. Oh my goodness. Lord. All right.
Aurelia Giroux, ready to roll. #1 ranked French skater.
I'll show you this guy.
He's another guy that can absolutely put the heat on Nigel out there. Frontside nose blunt. The last year has been incredible to watch his overall growth. His confidence. Hard front board in the middle of his run, in the beginning of his run. So impressive. It's unbelievable. And right, this is his run. Those are tricks that can get great scores in best trick. We've got 10 seconds left.
Yeah, but the thing is, look at this guy. Where am I going doing that?
Look at he cuts down the gap to back nose blunt.
Is this from 2021? Oh, get out.
Yeah, flawless.
Wait, that's not him.
Finishing huge.
Hold on.
All right. How does that stack up? Down the hard flip front board.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see what else we had in there. This gap to back nose blunt.
But anyway, what I'm trying to say is,
I'm trying
trying to show you all these videos. This is not working out right now. But anyway, I'm trying to make a point. I'm not that type of skater, okay? I am not that type of skater. I am the type of skater that does like longboarding, like nice, easy, you know, because what skateboarding is for me is that it's therapeutic, right? It's therapeutic. I like to listen to disco music. Like that's what it is for me. So you have to try and find out what your purpose means for you, you know, and it's never too late. It's never too late to start. Like it really starts out with just like, what do you want and who is it for? You know what I mean? Like with skateboarding, I had to realize like I did love that street skating. I really did. I really, really did. But I had to realize like that is not something I'm going to do because I like the bones in my body. And I'm not trying to like do that. But at the end of the day, it's whatever it means for you. So guys, goals are highly important. If you are, so what I'd like to do, if you guys are doing something like specific, like a goal that you have, share it with me, or even put it on spontaneity. If you want to be a part of that group, just send me a message on Facebook, because what I'm trying to do is get as many people as possible. Maybe we could do a challenge or so where we can help motivate each other, because I think it's more fun when you work with someone else and you achieve goals together. Like, for example, my girlfriend and I sometimes compete. Like, oh, did you work out today? Oh, you didn't? All right, I'm going to work out today. You know what I mean? Make it fun. Make it fun. Even with your purpose. Like, sit down with like-minded people. You know what I mean? And be like, sit down and be like, look, if I could do something for the rest of my life that I would appreciate and not say, I don't want to do it anymore, what would it be? Or what is something that I love to do and I used to think about making this a business, but I never thought I could do it. Like that thing. Try it out. See what happens. At the end of the day, like roll the dice. You know what I mean? Because when I see people like this that started out later in life, I'm like, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Let me see if I can find this article. Oh my goodness. All right, YouTube, relax. All right. On island. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Ah, here we go. My internet is chugging along. So, for example, there is a, let me see, 6 months test because it's got to work. There's a company called Sector Microwave on Long Island. Let me tell you something. So, Vic Nelson, okay, is the founder of this company called Sector Microwave, okay? He is 96 years old. He started his business at 50, okay? And he now, his company, NASA's new Mars rover, Perseverance, has been sending back breathtaking new pictures, and help from a Long Island company has been part of making that mission possible. Where's my wallet? Oh. So think about it. He started the business at 50. He's 96. And now he's working with NASA now, okay? That's what I'm talking about. It's really about, here you go. Say hi to everybody. No? You don't want to say hi? They can see you, you know? That was Natasha. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's never too late. Never too late. He's 96 years old. 96. Oh, let me see if I can play this video. Hold on. Look, let's try it out. Hold on. Come on. Come on now. Chugga, chugga, chugga. All right, let's hope this plays, guys. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers.
Long Island is continuing its rich aerospace heritage.
News 12's Doug Dean tells us about the role a Suffolk company played in getting the Mars rover to the Red Planet. It is a story you will see only on 12.
It's like a little diamond in a rough.
It's pretty small, but it performs a huge task.
About 20 meters off the surface.
They're one of the main reasons that we're able to see pictures and video of Mars. Vic Nelson is the founder of Sector Microwave, the Deer Park company that made these devices. The switches were his design, and they include a couple of his patents. Besides commercial use, the switches are also used on spacecraft and satellites.
The energy feeds right through these switches, through the antenna, back to Earth or up to Mars. So, and
96, guys.
Through the years, Sector Microwave has built
Crazy.
3,000 of these just for space use. They were on all 5 of the rovers that have landed on Mars, including the Perseverance. There are 7 of them on that craft right now.
It costs probably as much as an expensive car, and it takes like about a year to build.
Vic's son Bill is one of the family members who work here. He says all of the employees share an enormous pride in creating a product that ends up thousands, millions, even billions of miles away. And they closely watched last week when the Perseverance touched down.
We were cheering along with the world, and that this time of the world going through, it was nice to see something so positive.
And for Vic Nelson, who at 96 years old still comes to work every day, it's quite an accomplishment. At 50 years old, with 8 children, he lost his job. He had to start from scratch and opened a business that's now reached heights he never dreamed of.
All these things that I think between you and I think
It's
that
crazy. It's amazing.
It's led by somebody else besides ourselves to make all this happen.
In Deer Park, Doug Keed, News 12 Long Island. The Deer Park company is said to have more devices in outer space than any other
96,
company
guys.
in the world. It's really fascinating. Right in our own back.
96. So, hold on a second. So, this is the whole sum up of today's talk, guys. It's never too late to start. Never too late. I don't care what it is. I don't care how much money you got, because a lot of people be like, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I can't do that. You know what? This person needs a down payment of this. I can't. This person needs this. I can't do it. I can't. The reason why your business is not a business, or your idea is not made into a physical entity yet, it's not because of anybody else but you. Because if you're saying I can't, I won't, I can't, this won't, this can't, what do you think is going to happen? You get what you speak into existence. If you have a moment to look, this thing in our head, nobody can hold an imagination. You can't say, this is an imagination. Like, I bought this imagination on eBay, and it came with the secret way how to make $1 million and feed 50 million people. That's not how it works. It takes somebody to fuel it. It was given to you for a reason. It was given to you. You. All those times, sometimes you'd be like sitting at your 9 to 5, like, you know what? I used to think about X, but I wonder if that could actually be, does that exist yet? If you even have a figment of your imagination doing that, go online. Like, this is a great time to be alive because everything's online. Like, literally, if you want to start a podcast, you want to start a show, you want to start something new, you want to be a photographer, whatever it is, type it in to see if it exists. Type it in. See if it exists. You never know. Because guess what? If it doesn't exist, there's your shot. There's your shot. So, this week, I don't care what it is, whether it's I'm going to do this week, or I'm going to focus on this week, or, you know, I'm just going to worry about this week, or I'm going to focus on whatever it is. Make a plan. Start to get it out of your head. Get it out of your head, because sometimes what we do, because I've done it, you just start speaking ideas. You just start speaking ideas. You're like, you know, wouldn't it be crazy if? Wouldn't it be wild if? Wouldn't it be crazy if? And then I don't do anything with it. And then I'll speak about it with certain people, and they're like, yeah, let's do it. And I never do anything. I don't do anything. I'm just like, yeah, it's a nice idea, right? So the thing is, take that giant leap. Let me tell you, if anything I've learned in these last few months, you never know when life is going to end. You don't know. You don't know. The worst thing to do would be to leave this planet and not allow people to get to know you through your purpose and what you can contribute through society, whether it's just being there for somebody, creating something, sharing knowledge. I don't care what it is that you mean to somebody. Do whatever that thing is that you've been thinking about. Do it. It's Wednesday. It's Waste Off Wednesday with Stacey Pryce on Pryce on Purpose. Today is a great day to start. Like Maria says, start where your feet are planted. Take it one step at a time. Find the resources that you need. Don't worry about money, because let me tell you something about purpose. When you have an idea and you work with the right people, you will find your way. Take your time, baby steps. Because if you're anything like me, you're like, okay, so we're going to do this. It'll reach 1 million people by tomorrow morning. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Baby steps, because some of the artists that we know, or even Vic Nelson, he had to start from somewhere and then eventually evolve into that. You know what I mean? Like, he had to start with like maybe one employee or two. Look at Steve Jobs, right? Steve Jobs, you know about the story of Apple. Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak. It was just 2 of them. 2 people. 2 people. Think about that. Apple is one of the richest companies on the planet now. From 2 people. 2. Let me tell you, when you start to move with the right people, you start to believe in yourself. It's all those steps. All those steps. Allowing yourself to screw up, allowing yourself to fix it, build it back, screw it up again. You never know. Some people, what was it? Is it, I forgot who they say, did 10,000 tries. 10,000. 10,000. It was on the 10,001 try. It worked. Okay? So don't give up on whatever it is, that thing. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Take your time. If you need to pause and step. Let me tell you, I'm number 1 to be like, hold on, it don't look quite right. Let's take it. Is it a square or a diamond? We need to figure it out. Is it a rectangle? Hold on, let's look at it in the light. Let's take your time. Everybody has a different process. Everybody has a different process. So you can look up all the videos, because I know I do it. I'm like, how did they do this? How did they do that? How did they do this? And then I'm like, oh, hey, Maria, welcome. I'm like, how'd they do this? And I'm like, that's how they did it. That's not necessarily how I need to do it. I got to look inside of me, figure it out, and take the steps that I need. So guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me today on Pryce on Purpose. Of course, please click like and click share. Share this video with somebody that's always talking about that idea, and you're just sitting there with them. It's like, now, John, I told you need to start the idea, but you never do it, John. You never do it. Send it to that friend. Send it to that business owner. Send it to that person where it's like, I told you, we should just start making cookies. We should just start making cookies. But you don't want to start. Send it to that person. Send it to that person. Or if you're the person that's like, you know what? I've always thought about doing hair or nails or this. And everybody's like, there's 50 million nail shops. We don't need another. Send it to that person. Be like, I'm going to open my nail salon. Because at the end of the day, think about it. Look, I had a dream one day. I had a dream that everyone on the planet had their own business, but we found a way to work as a society where everybody would be able to live off their own business. Since this recent pandemic until now, I have interacted with more entrepreneurs consciously than I ever have in any other time of my life. I feel like that moment is going to become a reality because people are starting to realize that they don't have to work for someone else. It's always been this way where we didn't have to work for someone else. You could actually work for yourself and provide value to someone else and be able to be compensated for that, but not only just compensated, but be able to live a life of purpose and create a vision and be able to share that knowledge with others. It doesn't have to be the career path does not have to be 9 to 5. It doesn't have to be that. So if anybody said that to you, be like, well, you got to go to school, you got to get this. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But some of us have that moment where it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want some people just graduate and be like, I don't know if I should go to school. Some people are like, what do you mean you don't know if you should go? Find your purpose, okay? Sometimes the reality that other people have for us is not necessarily our reality, and that's okay. Send this video to somebody that just graduated. Send this video to somebody that just graduated and they're like, I gotta go to college. My parents need me to go to. Hey, Selah. send this video to somebody that just graduated and they're like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My parents want me to go to school, but at the same time, I want to do this and I want to do that. Just keep in mind, there is a kid out there, a child, okay? There is a child out there right now that makes millions of dollars reviewing toys online. His whole family's set. All he does is go, this one works. It's great. It's fun. That kid's set, okay? Figure out what you need. Figure out what you want. You make it into whatever it is that you need to make it as. Think of your life as Play-Doh, right? It comes with different shapes and colors. You got to mold it to whatever you need it to be. And then guess what? Even when you mold it, you're like, this is a table. You're like, I don't want to make tables anymore. I want to make chairs, okay? Whatever it is, figure it out. Take your time, mold it, look at it, see what it means to you. Because at the end of the day, it's your life and it's your happiness that you create for yourself. And that is what you use to connect with others. So guys, I want to thank you so much again for watching this video. Once again, my name is Stacey Pryce. Feel free to check out my blog. It's in the link tree that I posted. Also, if you're listening on Podbean, please share this talk with others, whether they just graduated, they're starting a business, or they had a business and they're like, I can't take it anymore. Send this to someone. I would really appreciate it because at the end of the day, like I said, knowledge isn't knowledge. It's just words unless it's shared with others and they benefit from it. Guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Go out there, make somebody smile, make yourself smile. I don't know what you got to do, but do something. But have a great rest of your day. Once again, I thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your evening.